if I was training him or I was in his corner.
Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather are once again heading toward a heated exchange after Mayweather became the latest boxing figure to criticize Davis for his controversial draw against Lamont Roach. Now, Davis is ready to respond, but with so many critics lined up, it might be tough for him to take them all on at once.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight?
Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Kizan Davis, Kermel Moten, Bill Haney, Devin Haney, and several other boxing professionals have all taken aim at Gervonta Tank Davis. Even Ryan Garcia, who stood by him as a friend after his last fight, has now turned against him. Floyd Mayweather was the latest to join the list of critics, but Tank wasted no time firing back as soon as Mayweather made his comment.
Wow. It's just my honest opinion. You know, but once again, I don't have no say-so.
This marks the first time in Gervonta Davis' career that he's leaving the ring without a win, and only the third time he's heard the final bell after all 12 rounds. In his other 28 fights, Davis finished with a knockout. But this fight was different. Many boxing fans believe Gervonta Davis was unfairly favored, and that Lamont Roach deserved the victory. That controversy is what led to Mayweather speaking out. According to Floyd, his comments weren't driven by their past disagreements, but by the circumstances surrounding Davis' draw.
Is there like a
Last question, guys.
is there like a love-hate for Floyd? Like,
Yeah,
fighter?
yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But
Surprisingly, more boxing experts have spoken out about Tank after this fight than they have in a long time. At first, the matchup with Lamont Roach wasn't expected to draw much attention, but with over 19,000 fans in attendance, the event set a new record at the Barclays Center. Even more surprising is how much conversation the fight has sparked among boxing analysts, more than any of Gervonta Davis' recent bouts. Floyd Mayweather, who's been in similar situations during his career, didn't hold back. He publicly criticized Gervonta Davis, accusing him of influencing the judges to score the fight in his favor. Mayweather's reaction echoed what many boxing professionals have been saying, especially after the controversial moment in the 9th round when Davis unexpectedly took a knee for reasons that still aren't clear.
You know, when these guys, you know, certain fighters, when they want to fight, our job is to line it up. And us fighters, we're warriors. We always gonna.
Mayweather stated that Gervonta Davis actually lost the fight, but his undefeated record was protected thanks to deals made with corrupt judges before the match even started. As is often the case, the controversy unfolded on a weekend packed with major boxing events. Sandor Martin's bout also ended in debate, with the Spaniard losing a narrow decision to Alberto Pello. However, the situation surrounding Gervonta Davis is being treated in the United States as a full-blown scandal. The fighter, once hailed as the face of boxing, kept his perfect record intact under questionable circumstances. One key moment was Davis taking a knee during the fight, a move that should have cost him a point, but the deduction never came.
you know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And
The lightweight champion explained that grease from his dreadlocks got into his eyes, making it difficult to see, a factor he claimed affected his performance and the final result. The judges ultimately scored the fight a draw, leaving Lamont Roach without the upset victory many felt he had earned based on the official scoring criteria. This unusual explanation has sparked controversy across the boxing world, with many comparing it to scandals from the past, including incidents Floyd Mayweather himself once faced and overcame. What makes this case so unusual is that Davis' hairstyle has become a central talking point. "I styled his hair on Wednesday, and the fight was on Saturday," the fighter's stylist explained, after being contacted by reporter Lee through social media. "He went to media events, trained in the gym, and made weight, so there's really no excuse. How much grease did I even use?" With questions swirling around both the hairstyle and the fight itself, the controversy shows no signs of fading anytime soon.
I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he could be.
Dad said he took a knee because grease from his hair got in his eyes, and he needed to signal for the towel, something that's not allowed. His stylist dismissed the excuse, saying the hair was done on Wednesday, and there were no issues at the weigh-in, gym, or press events. The bizarre moment came after Roach landed a sharp combination. Despite the close fight, the referee didn't deduct a point, and the judges scored it a draw, keeping Davis' title, but sparking heavy debate. A key example experts often point to is Floyd Mayweather. Very few fighters ever gave Mayweather real trouble in the ring. One of the closest calls came against Oscar De La Hoya, who actually won on one judge's scorecard. Though Mayweather still took the victory by split decision, it was the only time Mayweather was pushed to a split decision, highlighting both his dominance and how rarely judges were even a factor in his career. Mayweather's defensive brilliance also meant opponents struggled to land serious damage. In fact, he's only been knocked down once as a pro, and even that wasn't caused by a clean punch.
It's called the knockdown. And is something wrong with the left hand of Floyd Mayweather? We're not exactly sure.
In May 2001, Floyd Mayweather faced Carlos Hernandez in his 8th defense of the WBC super featherweight title. At just 25 years old, Mayweather was already a rising star when he stepped into the ring against the tough Salvadoran fighter. Although Mayweather was winning the fight, he had an unusual moment in the 6th round. Without taking any serious damage, Mayweather suddenly dropped to a knee, resulting in an official 8 count, even though Hernandez hadn't knocked him down.
Just the pain from his hand? Wow, now Floyd let the left hand go.
However, Mayweather appeared to be in pain after taking the knee, signaling to his corner that something was wrong with his left hand. Despite the injury and the knockdown being scored for Hernandez, Mayweather fought on and won comfortably on the scorecards. He was deducted a point, but it had no impact on the outcome, as Mayweather secured a clear unanimous decision at the Van Andel Arena in Michigan. If you haven't seen the Mayweather vs. Hernandez fight, it's worth watching, especially the moment Mayweather takes a knee, not from a punch, but from an apparent hand injury. It's a reminder that even the greatest, like Mayweather and Terence Crawford, face unexpected challenges in the ring.
Will he be a one-armed bandit, though, tonight? Hold on to his title. Instead, he seems absolutely perplexed. The big right hand's landing now.
Right after Gervonta Davis claimed Mayweather wanted him to lose, Davis ended up with the first draw of his career, something Mayweather himself never experienced. In his legendary career, Mayweather only ever went to a split or majority decision against 3 opponents. His dominance was clear every time he stepped into the ring. Out of his 50 fights, only 3 boxers avoided either a unanimous loss or a stoppage against him. Even Manny Pacquiao, whom Mayweather called the best opponent he ever faced, couldn't disrupt the scorecards in their fight.
The winner by unanimous decision and still the undefeated super featherweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy. The undefeated super featherweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather.
He's finna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. You don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like,